Hello, welcome to another edition of Touchline Sports. This is a very big one in the sense that we are privileged, or I am privileged to interview an astute football administrator, a man that really understands the game of football. And when you talk of branding in this country, and you need to mention just a name, for me, I'll mention him because of how far he sent the name Dreams SC. The team is well branded, so much said that when some of us got the opportunity to do SC Tanga, we tried to do same. It's really exciting to have him here to actually learn a lot from him and to find out from him what he has to offer the general country as far as football is concerned. Good evening and welcome.
Let me say good morning, good afternoon,
good evening. Well, you've actually been going around the country talking to people about what it is that you will do when you are given the opportunity to be the president of the Ghana Football Association. I want to wish you luck before we even
Thank you very much.
How have people received your message so far? Do you think that people are buying into that game changer idea you are coming with?
Well, I think that it's been a very interesting journey. I would not even want to think about whether people have received the message or not, primarily because the message is coming from the people, okay? Unknown to many, we undertook what we may term as a primary research, where we engaged club owners, stakeholders alike. We wanted to know what their challenges have been in the industry, the problems, what they think must be done. So having gathered this primary data, we put it together in the form of a manifesto. By of course providing also possible solution points. So they own the document, club owners, club administrators, stakeholders own that document, and therefore one would warmly say that once it's their own, of course they are giving it enough attention.
Now, I mean, we've all seen how beautifully you've done football in the past. The way you branded your club is one that is enviable. Almost everyone would want to see their clubs go to that stature. What do you have to offer the various regions as far as packaging and making football in the various regions attractive is concerned?
Well, I think that clearly, if you follow what I've been preaching throughout, you would admit that the industry has loads of problems, loads of challenges. We have infrastructural challenge, we have basic logistical challenges, we have administrative challenges, issues about our regulations, our statutes, etc., etc. I bet the fact that we've just adopted a new status, so to say. At the regional level, I think the situation is not different from what we have at the national level. And we have spoken about the establishment of an efficient secretariat. And that cuts across, be it at the national level or at the regional level. We want to empower the various RFAs to be fully functional. We want to ensure that the fundamentals, so to say, are right. Because if you want to build a tall story building and you don't get it right with the foundation, the story building will crumble. Okay, so it's so bad if we don't pay attention to the regional football association who offer Ghanaian football a lot, who are responsible for all amateur football, be it at the women's level, at the third division level, Colts level, which is the juveniles, second division, etc., etc. So we want to improve on the human resource capacity of the RFA people. We want to ensure that they have full functional secretariats. We want to bring in one more staff, that will be a full-time administrative manager, because we all know that the chairman of the RFA is not a full-timer, the vice chairman is not a full-timer. So who is managing football at the regional level on full-time basis? So we need an admin manager. Of course, there are basic infrastructure and logistical support that we intend to roll out. The biggest, of course, will be one, the establishment of what we call game centers. Game centers will primarily be venues that host either Colts games or second division games or third division games. The whole idea is to build products out of the Colts system, the second division system, the third division system. You can only make money when you have a product. Okay, so we want to develop commerce. Once we have established the game centers, clubs will congregate at those game centers, and what that naturally means is that the number of people who will consume those games would be a lot more. And once we have large numbers, the media is interested. Once the media is interested, corporate Ghana is interested, and then we have commerce. Okay, so we're talking about game centers. We are talking about complete decentralization of the registration systems we have. Usually, from the coast level up to the Premier League level, you put all your documents in the system, and then you have to travel all the way. If you are from Timbuktu, you are from Tatali, you have to travel to Accra just to pick registration cards. We're saying that we want to decentralize the system. We'll go through the same motion, but when it comes to printing of the cards, it should be done at the regional level. Okay. We also intend to decentralize player status sittings. Players take either colleague players or clubs or club administrators to the status committee. Everybody has to travel to Accra. Why is that the case? When you go to secondary, we have people with the needed level of knowledge who must be found and given responsibilities. When you go to the Ashanti region, the central region, you can find capable people. So why would we think that it's only people in Accra who can sit on player status committees and educate it effectively? We are saying no, we want to decentralize it. Okay. So clearly, we have a clear strategy of enhancing not only the resource level at the regional level, but the complete operational so to say strategies at the regional level to ensure that our foundation of football is very strong.
Well, these are things that you will do across the country. But one thing I have realized is that the problems of the various RFAs differ. Problems are not the same everywhere. For instance, in the Upper East region, they have a peculiar problem, which is infrastructure. And so it becomes even difficult to actually get people to the various venues because they are not conducive enough. You have a venue where when you get there and you are pressed, say you want to free yourself, you won't be able to find any suitable area around there to do. Are you going to have a laid down principle that once they are all regions, we are going to address their issues this way, or you're going to take special interest on certain special cases so that you give priority to the
some of the policies that we're rolling out or we will roll out are region biased. Okay. Of course, some do cut across the entire football landscape. For example, when we speak about the club licensing system, that should be applicable regardless of where you are. Okay. And when we speak about a club licensing system, we can also talk about a user-friendly stadium facility. Okay, a family-oriented stadium arena. And that, of course, will take care of some of these complaints that I would not even want to talk about again because it's an eyesore. Okay, if there are some basic reasons why people do not go to local games, this is one of the many. And we are saying that if somebody who lives across the seas of Ghana, across the seas, that is in Europe, can do it, we must be able to do it. Because we sit in the same classroom with them, we are taught by the same lecturers, and we all come out as qualified human beings. So why can they behave in ways and manners that could attract the attention of the whole world and we cannot? I'm saying that is inaccurate. It's not correct.
Okay.
And we have to correct it.
Okay, so almost everyone that is vying for the same position you are vying for, seems to have brought up very beautiful ideas and policy documents that they would actually implement when they are given the nod. I have already wished you luck, and so if you win eventually, how are you going to work with such people? Because in the end, one person is going to win. All the ideas they've shared, are they going to go with?
Well, I think that I made a public statement during the launch of the manifesto that it's important that we all play this game very clean and fair because the industry needs each one of us, all of us. Okay, I've said that I will need the quality that Farmer has, the quality that Amanda has, the quality of the two judges, the quality of Fred Papo and Daniel. okay, because Dreams FC has become what it is today because of the quality of persons who have been closer to the process.